We might have left the beach behind in Florida, but it always seems to be with us in some form or fashion. On this trip to the Great Smoky Mountains, we have decided to stay at the Margaritaville Resort, Gatlinburg. It was just over a year ago that we stayed at the Margaritaville Island in Pigeon Forge. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to see what we thought of that resort and all the experiences we had there. But this video is all about the Margaritaville Gatlinburg Resort. 163 rooms, 7 stories, and of course, that all-important, all the time, laid-back, 5 o'clock somewhere, Jimmy Buffett vibe. We're going to do our best to show you around this place. Come along with us. Right off the bat, let me tell you, the location of the Margaritaville Gatlinburg Resort can't be beat. It's just off the parkway near traffic light number 5, you know, the famous intersection that has Mountain Mall, Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies, and Anarchista. Within a stone's throw of the entrance, you have the Landshark Bar and Grill, you have Blake Shelton's Old Red, you also have entertainment choices like the Sweet Fanny Adams Theater. And who can forget about the Harley-Davidson motorcycle shop just across the street? The point I'm trying to make, it's very convenient. If you're like me and have been coming to Gatlinburg since you were a toddler, you might recognize the Margaritaville property as something else. For decades, the 4-acre river island on which it sits was home to Best Western Twin Islands. There is still one building from the old Twin Islands site that remains here on the property, and it has been converted into the Saint Somewhere Spa. A second building was preserved and made into a super exclusive bungalow called Jimmy's Hideaway. Here's what we thought of the Margaritaville Gatlinburg Resort. Back at home after a couple of days in the Smokies, the very foggy Smoky Mountains, very chilly Smoky Mountains.
And also very rainy Smoky Mountains.
And I think that I brought something a little extra home with me from the Tennessee tundra. I think we both did.
You were kind enough to share with me, so I really, really appreciate that.
So if you're hearing a little something different in our voices, now you know why. We got into town a little bit after noon on the day of our check-in, and we decided that we didn't want to drive all around Gatlinburg looking for a parking space. So we took the car to the hotel, we went inside to see if there was any way we could leave our car in their parking lot, and they told us, sure. They went ahead and gave us our parking pass for our entire stay, and they said that they would call us when our room was ready. Keep in mind, this was just after noon, and check-in wasn't until 3 o'clock.
So we had actually walked down the parkway to do some shopping and just to look around, and they called around 1:15 and said the room was ready and we could check in whenever we wanted. So it was very, very nice to be able to get in a little early.
I love this lobby at the Gatlinburg Resort. This is a lot more of what we are accustomed to seeing at the other Margaritaville hotels that we have stayed in other parts of the country. You know, they have like the really nice, vibrant lobby, ultra sleek, ultra modern, but has this very nice, beachy, laid-back vibe. The huge swings that come down from the ceiling, even though they don't move a lot, they don't have a lot of give, they were super, super fun, and it's a feature that was seen in several of the Margaritaville hotels.
I know one of the things that was missing for me, though, in this particular lobby is a lot of them have margarita glass chandeliers, and those are really, really cool to see. These little beach tables are so cute, made for the kids.
The lobby just invites guests to sit back and relax for a spell. There is something about Margaritaville Resorts, as soon as you hit the lobby, and especially at this hotel for some reason, I noticed it more than any other, there is a beach smell that is pumped in as soon as you walk into the lobby. We could smell it in the elevator, on each floor. It smells just like home, and I loved it.
Okay.
We now have Siri talking to us. I don't know why Siri is talking to us, but Siri is now talking to us. Thanks, Siri. Just off to the side of the lobby is a really cool coffee shop, and there's also an area where you can pick up snacks, grab and go back to your room.
They also, I believe, do a hot breakfast in the mornings if that is something that you want to do while you are staying there.
Also, just off the lobby is the License to Chill bar. We didn't eat there, but we saw a lot of people with hamburgers and fries, and I can tell you that that was one cheeseburger in paradise I wish that I would have tried. Between the front door and the coffee shop is a small, and I'm saying really, really small, Margaritaville souvenir shop, probably the smallest that I've ever seen in a hotel. It almost seemed like it was an afterthought by the design team, but you definitely have your pick of souvenirs in that shop. Everything is branded with the Margaritaville Gatlinburg name, so didn't feel cheated there at all. After spending a little time exploring the lobby, it was time to go up to the 5th floor and our room. And the room did not disappoint.
The room was absolutely beautiful. White linens, blue pillows. It just had that nice beachy vibe.
Like you wanted to stay there for a while. We stayed in a room with 2 queen beds. We were traveling with my mom on this trip, and so she shared the room with us. We know that the king room is a little bit different in terms of the layout. There are some features maybe in the king room that you don't get in the queen, but there's also some advantages to having the queen in that it has a massive wet bar with plenty of storage underneath. And under the TV, whereas I believe the kings have a large fireplace, in ours, we had no fireplace, but we had tons and tons of storage. We couldn't get over all the different drawers and cubby holes in this room.
I think the queen rooms are really made to be family friendly, so that's why they give you all the extra storage space, so that when you come in there with your kids, you have lots of places to hide all their stuff.
The only thing this room is missing for me is maybe some hooks in this hallway. I'm hanging my jacket on the back of the door, but there's plenty of wall space over here where they could add some hooks just for convenience. One of the things that we noticed that was a little bit different about this room compared to the room that we stayed in at the Island in Pigeon Forge last year is that this room did not have a frozen concoction maker. So maybe some of the larger suites had a blender, but we did not get one in our room.
The room also comes with a small dining table with 2 chairs where you could sit in there and have dinner or breakfast or a snack. It's just nice to have a place to eat while you're in the room without having to sit on the bed.
The only thing I didn't like about
Leo.
And our boy Leo has decided to make a special appearance. The only thing that I didn't like about that table is that it's attached to the wall.
Oh, it
is.
You
can't move it. So if you had a reason to move it around the room for some reason, you can't. It's attached.
But it's still nice to have a table.
Always nice to have a table.
The bathroom was massive and it was gorgeous. You had a walk-in shower. It could fit multiple people. It was that big. It had 2 rain head shower heads and one of the ones that you could hold.
Mm-hmm.
And it also had a really big soaking tub, which I believe is just a feature of the queen rooms. The tub was nice. You could sit in there, relax, enjoy a bubble bath. It was just a really, really nice bathroom. And it was big. It had plenty of room to go in there and get ready if you needed to, and to move around. It was really, really nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be that nice, but it really, really outdid itself.
You think that's your favorite feature of the whole room?
I really did like the bathroom. But my favorite feature is probably the balcony.
Balcony?
I did like the balcony a lot. We had a balcony that overlooked the parkway. That was really nice, especially at night. You could see all the lights, all the Christmas lights they had set up. And the balcony was really, really big. It had 2 chairs out there and a table. I mean, the 3 of us sat out there with no problem. So,
in fact, we ordered pizza that night, and we ate out on the balcony in the 45 degree weather. A lot of fun. A couple other amenities that we want to cover. One is the fitness center, which is a good sized fitness center, all beachy themed, all brightly colored. It was really nice. Across the hallway from the fitness center was the indoor swimming pool. Always a nice feature to have in the Smoky Mountains. Really love the indoor-outdoor pool area. A huge water slide with a colorful mosaic parrot on the bottom of the outdoor pool. Now I'm taking you over to what I believe to be the best feature on property. Right here by the river, you have an additional fire pit. And look at all of these rocking chairs and a hammock. Yeah, this is the Florida lifestyle in the Great Smoky Mountains. A hammock by a raging river. It's raging because it's been raining for days and days and days here. Even with it being 45 degrees, I could stay in this hammock for hours. And I just might. This might be my home for the rest of our stay here in Gatlinburg. There's a little walkway with steps that leads you down to the river. Isn't that gorgeous? People probably think we're nuts sitting out here at the fire pit by the river, but there is nothing more relaxing after a day in Gatlinburg than to come out here to the fire pit, get nice and toasty, go back up, take a hot shower, and go to bed, and your day's over. So then you get right back up and you do it all over again.
For me, I love being out here at the fire pit, listening to the river. It's so relaxing. I just wish that I had a s'more that I could make. Toasted marshmallow, chocolate, graham cracker. It'd be a fantastic treat right about now.
I know a lot of the Gatlinburg hotels over the years have been implementing outdoor fire pits, but the Margaritaville has so many different fireplaces and fire pits to enjoy, especially during those winter months when you just need something relaxing to do. Maybe you grab a book or a magazine or your iPad and curl up by one of their fireplaces or their fire pits. It's an experience that just can't be replicated anywhere else. So that's going to wrap up our look at our stay at the Margaritaville Gatlinburg Resort. We know that this video is a little bit of a different style video for us, where we're kind of critiquing things after we get back home. But if you like it, let us know down in the comments section below. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
We will definitely be back to that resort hotel in Gatlinburg. You can count on it. As always, thank you so much for watching. Happy gallivanting.